we're going to explore the beautiful island of Lanai within the state of Hawaii. We are joined by our friend and partner, Christy Daly, Senior Travel Industry Sales Manager at the Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts. Christy, thanks for joining us. Let's jump right in. Clients love the uniqueness of Lanai. No high rises, no crowds, no traffic lights, 90,000 acres of land to yourself. Tell us a little bit about what clients love to do and explore on the island.
Mahalo, Juan, and aloha, everyone. That's you just painted a perfect picture. It's 90,000 acres at your fingertips with no commercial entity. There's no Starbucks. There's no big shopping mall. It's really authentic Hawaii. And as you can see here from our island map, you can see that really the two anchoring features of the island are our two Four Seasons properties. Our activities are scattered throughout the island, and the rest is really for guests to go and enjoy. We are never more than 25 to 30 minutes from any of our activities, which really from the rest of the Hawaii Islands. Then the fact that we own and operate all of our activities. These are our Four Seasons employees, many of which who were born on the island, and their families have been there for generations after generations. So there's a very sort of exclusive and authentic experience in these activities that we offer. So just to mention a couple, we recently added the Adventure Park, which offers zip line, ropes course, and adventure tower. We've got our amazing Jeep fleet that you can take out and just explore the island. It's quite fascinating. We pack people with lunches if they want, or they can stop in town and have a poke bowl. But the topography of the island changes drastically. So when you're down at the beach resort, within 20 minutes, it could look like you're in Sedona when you're at the Garden of the Gods. So that's the beauty of the island. You can head out on horseback. You can, enjoy the ocean sports. And then, of course, any of our wellness opportunities as well. The most recent addition that we added, and this was really based on guest feedback, was our Love Lanai culture program. Because Lanai is so unique in that there's 3,500 residents and most of them work at our properties for generation after generation, we wanted to highlight what Lanai is like for the locals and the history of Lanai. So to give you an example, booking one of our Holo Holo outdoor tours is a 4-hour guided tour where you do some shoreline fishing, you see all the sights of Lanai, and you really get to understand what it's like to live on the island, both past and present.
That's amazing. So it seems like, somebody can come to the island and really have a little bit of everything, for that active family. You have that adventure piece, but then you want to learn something new, immerse yourself. You have all of these cultural events and with all these contacts that you have on the island. So it looks like the Four Seasons have done an amazing job. You guys have created two distinctive experiences on the island. You have the beachfront Four Seasons Lanai, and you have the upcountry wellness resort SENSEI. I'm a beach person, so let's jump into the Four Seasons Resort Lanai. What can people expect when they arrive? What do people love about the resort?
Sure. I just wanted to echo one more comment that I forgot to mention. It doesn't matter where you're staying on the island, Juan. You could be at the beach or you could be at SENSEI. All of those activities are available to all of our guests, regardless of the property they're at. So that's an important piece to note. But yes, let's start here. Four Seasons Resort Lanai. This is the Hawaiian oceanfront resort that our guests have been coming to for years. This photo is a great representation of a day on Lanai. You have the family pool, and then off to the left, tucked away, is our adults-only pool. The beauty of the resort is that it's set back up above Hulapoi Bay, so it offers these expansive ocean views from almost every angle. Speaking of our beach, this is what our guests love most. The fact that it's a marine protected sanctuary and the spinner dolphins come in it's just beautiful. It's about a mile long, so you can walk it. Beautiful soft sand. And then the tidal pools are great for families in the morning hours to explore. We offer snorkel gear for guests, but because it is a marine protected wildlife sanctuary, unfortunately, we don't have motorized water sports. But
Gotcha.
honestly, our guests just love to dive into the ocean and head out swimming. You can even hike right out off to the point here and all the way up to Puipe Rock, which is a famous hike as well.
Gotcha. And
And
so they're snorkeling right off the point there. So people just really get their snorkeling gear.
yes,
You don't have to get on a boat. You're right all there and stuff like that.
absolutely right there. And you can order lunch down at the beach. There's even yoga in the morning at the beach as well. So it's a big feature of our resort.
Yeah.
In
Gorgeous.
addition to that would be our prime oceanfront and oceanfront views. So those would probably be the two views that most guests book.
Yeah.
Our guest rooms are all the same size. So really it's about the view. And being the location where we are, some of our rooms offer both sunrise and sunset, which is pretty spectacular.
Oh, wow.
While we do not offer villas, I think we're pretty unique in that we have several residential style suites. So these are expansive suites ranging from 1 to 3 bedrooms that can be for generation families that are traveling together. Also positioned perfectly, always at the front of the building, offering expansive views of the ocean.
Got it. Got it. And do you have a lot of connecting, for the normal rooms, do you have connecting for families as well? Or can people guarantee those connecting prior to arrival?
Yeah, absolutely. We have several connecting king to doubles.
Gotcha.
And then we do confirm connecting at time of booking, which is great. And we even have a couple of king to king connectors.
Oh, nice. Nice. So, one of the things, I had some clients there a couple of weeks ago, and they were impressed with the food. Tell us a little bit about some of the culinary experiences that you've created.
Yes. I mean, when Four Seasons Resort Lanai was redoing some of their restaurants and we found out that we were getting Nobu, it was pretty big news. So, your evenings can be spent at Nobu Lanai or at 140. You can even schedule a dining under the stars, which we only schedule one per night. And it's a really beautiful, intimate dining experience overlooking the ocean. During the day, you can head up to views up at the golf course. You can enjoy Malibu Farm in several locations. So it's poolside, but you can also, enjoy it in the restaurant and then beachside as well. And then the break. The break is the ideal restaurant in any sort of oceanfront, beachfront resort. It's all day. It's gelato. It's yogurt parfaits. It's snacks throughout the day. It's big, hearty salads, maybe a light pizza in the evening, and cocktails, forever and ever, really, just some of the best cocktails. So that's your dining experience. And
there's a couple options in town, or in the town area as well, where people can go out and experience some other different things as well. Correct?
Yeah, we have Lanai City Grill, which offers live music on the weekends. Our guests love going there for dinner. Yeah. For lunch, there's several local spots to just hang out, walk around town. And then a really special offsite dinner would be enjoying dinner at SENSEI Lanai. That's a different option for our guests, and many people like to go there. It is adults only, so it's really reserved for a special occasion.
Well, talking about SENSEI, you guys created a brand new experience, an upcountry experience, lush gardens. It's an amazing transformation that occurred over many, many years. Tell us a little bit about why this property is different than Four Seasons Lanai.
Of course. Location would be number one. We have Four Seasons Resort Lanai, which is oceanfront above Hulapoi Bay. SENSEI Lanai is at the foothills of the mountain, so it is idyllic for a wellness retreat. The temperature changes slightly, but the sun does come out. Trust me, it gets very warm. But the vegetation, you have cook pine trees, and then you have palm trees, and you have vegetation brought in from all over the world to create this mindset disconnect, well-being home for our guests.
Right. And it looks like, it reminds me of, your Bali, hotels and resorts, or Thailand. This transformation happened, over 3 or 4 years? It just reopened in 2019, correct?
That's right. So it closed in 2015 and
Wow.
was transformed and reopened in December of 2019. And this, so what you're looking at here is the resort map of SENSEI Lanai. And this was completely transformed. If you saw this, in 2019 November, before we reopened, it would have looked very different. The sort of anchor to this property is this beautiful original plantation house. As many people may or may not know, Lanai was the home to Dole pineapple plantation. So the entire island was a plantation. And the main anchor here is that home. The rest was completely redone. All of the ponds that you see, the lakes. And then number 1 through 10 is our uniqueness of SENSEI, and that is the spa halets. You mentioned Bali, Juan. Well, you're correct. They were built in Bali and they were shipped to Lanai and rebuilt. And that is where your treatment takes place. So that is truly such a unique offer in Hawaii.
That's amazing. And then one of the things that we need to make sure we talk about is that there's reciprocity between both of the resorts, correct? So, if you're staying in SENSEI and you want to go enjoy a day at the beach, you can go down to the Four Seasons Lanai and back and forth, correct?
There are some parameters around that, and that is really to keep the guest experience at SENSEI what those guests' intentions are. So if you're staying at SENSEI, you are more than welcome to come down to the beach on the shared shuttle to enjoy the beach chairs and to enjoy Hula Poi Bay. Unfortunately, you wouldn't have access to the pool at the resort at the beach at all, but you can enjoy lunch at Malibu Farm. You can even come down for dinner. We would love our SENSEI guests down for dinner. If you're staying at the beach, you're welcome to dine at SENSEI. So for lunch or for dinner, as long as you're aged 16 and older. The treatments that SENSEI offers and their program is exclusive to SENSEI guests.
Gotcha. And so let's talk about that program because it's very unique. What are some of the things that somebody can enjoy on the wellness aspect of SENSEI?
Great. I'd love to chat about it. So here you see the words move, nourish, and rest. Yeah. And this is how SENSEI approaches any wellness intention. So these are their pillars. This is the 3 lenses that they will approach your goal in coming to SENSEI. So all of the SENSEI experience, the treatments, everything is grounded in these 3 pillars. So if you're coming to improve sleep, and you book one of the packages, say it's the optimal wellness package, for example, you're going to receive a whoop band in advance of your stay so that SENSEI can track your metrics in advance. They want to know your story before you come. They help curate your itinerary with several inclusions in that package. And the whoop band stays with you for a year. While you're in-house with us at SENSEI, your guide, your holistic coach is really the one that takes you throughout your journey. So that itinerary that's curated is based on whatever your intention is. And they use these 3 pillars to fill your itinerary with it could be with thermal body mapping. It could be with, a treatment in the Watsu pool. It could be mindset every single day with one of our SENSEI guides. So it just depends on your intention. We have several packages, and then we do have a room only rate. And that room only rate is fabulous because it allows a guest to come stay with us and maybe just book a treatment in these beautiful spa halets and maybe go horseback riding. They're not so much coming with a specific wellness intention, but then we do offer options for people who really have a goal for their stay.
And that intention starts, if I remember correctly, like a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks before, you're in contact. And you start planning that a few weeks before so that when you arrive, the program is kind of all set and ready to proceed.
Yes, absolutely. As long as you're booking one of the packages that includes, the personal arrival questionnaire, that's really where they learn your intention. They'll work with you and curate your itinerary. Then you meet with a guide during your stay, and then they even meet with you before you leave to allow you to return home with a plan as well. So you can be as on your own as you wish and as held accountable or handheld as you wish. It just depends on what you're looking for.
And the room, and so the room really goes with that sense, right? It's just a very soothing, very calming palette. Tell us a little bit about some of your favorite rooms.
Yeah, I mean, I think the beauty of this resort is the history behind it. The fact that it is an original plantation house, so you do still get that feeling, but obviously it's been redesigned to reflect being a destination spa wellness retreat. My favorite suite is the KAIHOLENA suite, and this suite is handpicked. Everything in here was made for this suite specifically, all the way up until one of the largest rain shower heads, I think, in all of North America, if not the largest. So this suite sits on the second floor. The building is only 2 stories. This sits on the second floor, and it offers sort of a wraparound balcony. So you're overlooking all of these beautiful gardens and the pond. One thing that I did want to touch on is that our gardens feature over 25 art installations. So there is an art tour, and there are, installations from Indiana, from Botero. It's quite remarkable. And some of those art pieces are located in our outdoor onsens. We have 12 onsens available for guests, hot and cold, throughout the entire day for them to use.
But you mentioned something to me before. There's something about a rain shower for people who love rain showers. There's one particular point about this suite that you mentioned.
Yes, the shower head, the rain shower head, but our actual halets, they all offer, all of the halets offer outdoor rain showers. So that is a beautiful feature of those spa halets.
Gotcha. So let's talk about getting there. It is pretty easy to get there from Honolulu or Maui. Tell us a bit about how people can connect the islands.
Sure, definitely. So currently, so we have Lanai Air, which flies its service from Honolulu to Lanai throughout the day, 7 days a week, and they generally fly from 7 to 7. Currently, it's on promotion that if you make a booking with us before September 30th and you travel by the end of the year, then your airfare on Lanai Air is included. So how that happens is, let's say you're flying from New York and you take United nonstop to Honolulu, you head to baggage, and there you are met by a Lanai Air representative who will then help you into a vehicle which takes you to the private hangar, and within a short time you board Lanai Air. It's a PC Pilatus 12, it's 2 pilots, single engine. They're beautiful. They accommodate 8 guests. So it's semi-private air charter, 21 minutes flight to the island of Lanai. Now this flight option is also available from the Big Island direct to Lanai, or from Maui direct to Lanai, but on private charter only and based on request. So really the 2 islands I would say that offer the most direct access would be Maui and Honolulu. From Maui, you're looking at taking the public ferry is the primary way to get to the resort. And it's a great way to see the islands, especially during the whale months. You are guaranteed to see a few on that journey. And you could fly also on Mukulele Airlines, which is a local carrier that has several flights a day between Maui and Lanai.
And when's the whale season, by the way? Because I always forget.
It's December through about April.
Okay. Yeah, there's so many, you're going to be really, it's going to be a really busy summer this year.
Yes.
There's gonna be a lot of guests over there in Hawaii, but they'll miss that migration this year. Well, Christy, I really appreciate your time. We love being part of the Four Seasons Preferred family at LA Travel Group. We've known you for a long time.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's been almost 8 or 9 years. In different positions. So we really appreciate you taking the time and giving us this unbelievable overview of Lanai and both of the Four Seasons properties. We will see you soon.
Yes, thank you. Aloha.
Aloha. Thanks.